What you're seeing in front of me right now is exactly what we're going to be creating today, our own AI influencer. We're going to make it as realistic as possible, and we're going to be creating a couple images of her to determine how she's going to be looking at, whether she's her clothing, her hair, her eyes, her skin texture, or her facial features. And then at the very end, we're going to be creating two example videos. One, she's dancing for TikTok, and the other one, she's reviewing a chocolate bar. I'm gonna give you an example of how they look. So I'm gonna go ahead and play these two videos for you. And then on the right side, now she's gonna be reviewing the chocolate bar.
Okay, I've been wanting to try this David cookie dough bar for a while now. It's got 28 grams of protein, 0 sugar, and somehow only 150 calories. That sounds almost too good, honestly. Wait, that's actually really good. It legit tastes like chocolate chip cookie dough. Yeah, I'd buy this again. Okay, I've been wanting to try this David cookie
So there you go. As you can see, it's a very realistic video. And if you spend a little time with the prompts, you'll be able to actually get even more realistic videos, or you can do a little bit of video editing at the very end to make it even further realistic. But this is exactly what we're going to be creating today. So let's get started. So the first step is going to be creating our influencer, how she's going to look like, face related, nothing else. Everything else comes later on. So the first thing that we're going to need is we're going to need two images of two random faces that you would like to mix, combine to create your first influencer. And the reason is why we need two faces is because in the prompt that we're going to be using inside Gemini, it's literally asking for two images as references. Now, this is the prompt that we're going to be using. I'm not going to be changing anything related on this prompt. I like everything that this prompt has. If you want different hair, different hairstyle, different eyes, pimples, dimples, moles, whatever it is that you guys want, or maybe a different aspect ratio, it's up to you. You can go ahead and change it. But this is what we're going to be staying with. I will be changing one little thing, and it's going to be black hair. We're going to go with blonde, just because it matches better with the images that we're going to be using, which in this case is going to be these two images. So these two images that you see right now, I just randomly got them from Google. I think one is from Google, one is from Pinterest. But regardless, at the end of the day, you need two random images. It doesn't matter who they are. Doesn't matter if it's AI generated as well. Doesn't matter. The whole purpose of this is to mix and combine these two and create that one perfect AI generated image that you would like to have. So with that in mind, let's go ahead and jump into Gemini and create our image. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and open up Gemini. I'm going to go ahead and click on create image, and I'm going to copy our prompt into Gemini. Once our prompt is on Gemini, the next step is going to be we need to give Gemini those two images that we got from Google or Pinterest or wherever you got those images from as reference. So I'm going to go ahead and drop those two images into our prompt. Once those two images are there, once our prompt is also there, we're going to go ahead and click submit. Now Gemini is going to go ahead and give us an image. Keep in mind, this step right here might take a couple times. You might have to do it a couple times, maybe do some changes to the prompt just because you don't like how Gemini is creating our images. But be mindful, this could take a little bit. Once you have the perfect image that you want, then we're ready for the next step. But for the time being, I'm just going to stop it right here and let's see what Gemini creates. All right, so this is the image that Gemini created. Let's go ahead and open it a little bit full screen. It looks pretty decent. If I am going to compare it to the other two images that I gave it, I think it might be almost somewhat similar. I see some similarity to those two images reference that I gave it to, but it is a whole new person. So we're good with this. I like it. If you don't like yours, go ahead and continue making some changes to it and come back when you're ready. But for the time being, we're going to go to step number 2. All right, so now that we have the image of her face, what we're going to do is we're going to download this image So go ahead and click more, download image. It's going to download a full size version of this image, which is fully detailed. Cool. We got that. Now, this next step is up to you, but I do it just because it helps the other steps generate a more precise image of what I want the full AI influencer to look like. So, and I'll tell you why later on. I think it's actually step number 3, which is the next one coming up. That if we don't do this step 2 right now, it's going to be a random generation on step 3. And that's not what we want. So what we want right now is we need to create a full body image of her. And I asked ChatGPT to create a prompt for me. A very simple prompt. Doesn't have to be anything precise, but again, you should be able to modify it so it looks just how you want your influencer to look like. So it's this one down here. It's very simple prompt. It's just a full body image. I'm asking the AI to be a specific height, specific weight, specific body type, specific location, specific clothing, and making sure that it's also the 9:16 aspect ratio and that there's no crowds or animals in the background. I just want the AI by itself. So it's very simple prompt. We're going to go ahead and copy it. And we're going to paste it into Gemini. Now, what we're going to do is, I know for a fact, but if you just submit it like this, it's going to create, and most likely will create the image. But just to be on the safe side, I want to go ahead and drop the face that we just downloaded from Gemini into our prompt. So it 100% knows that I want this face to be our AI influencer with the full body image. Just to be on the safe side. You never know, because it might just create a random face, and that's not what we want. So we're going to go ahead and submit. Again, this might take a while. This might take a couple tries. You never know. It's up to you if you like your images or not. But we're going to go ahead and wait to see what it comes up with. And if I like it, we're going to go ahead and go to step number 3. Okay, so right now, as you can see, that is our influencer, and we're going to double check that it is our influencer. So as you can see right now, I'm having a little trouble here, but that looks like our influencer. She's smiling, obviously. So we're going to go ahead and zoom. We're going to go ahead and download this image. And the reason we're going to download is because we want to see it in its full glory, full detail view. So let's go ahead and reopen the other image. I reopened the same one again. Sorry. Oops. Here we go. That looks like our influencer 100%. It is her. It's the same eyes, same eyebrows, same bone structure, nose, lips. Everything's the same. Now, obviously, you're not seeing full detailed picture just because it's a full body image, so it's less resolution than just the face one by itself. But we will take care of this issue later on. I think it's like step 4 or 5. We're gonna create the actual detail sheet, which is a couple images of the face and its features only. So next time we create our AI, it looks exactly how our AI should be looking. But for the time being, that is her. That's our AI. It is in the park. It is same dress. Looks like 5 feet 5 inches. I can't tell, but most likely it looks like 160 pounds. Maybe, I guess. I don't know. There's no animals, no crowd, so it is exactly what we asked for. I'm happy with this image. I'm happy with it. No questions, no comments, no concerns. I already downloaded it. So if you like yours, go ahead and download yours. If you don't like yours, keep making it. And once you're ready, let's go ahead and continue with step number 3. All right, so in step number 3, we're gonna create the full body sheet of our influencer. Basically, it's gonna be the left side. It's gonna be an image that contains the left side, back side, front side, and right side of our influencer. So it's pretty much like a spreadsheet which has every side of our influencer into one single photo. And the whole purpose of that is so in the future, when you're going to create a video with our influencer, the AI knows exactly how our influencer looks like in every single side of the body and face. So that's the purpose of this sheet. So now that we're ready for this step, we're ready to download our image. Let's go ahead and open our prompt. This is going to be the prompt that we're going to be using. Again, prompt, I'm just going to go ahead and copy and paste it. So for now, I'm just going to go ahead and copy the prompt. We are no longer using Gemini. So we can go ahead and get out of Gemini. So the AI that we're going to be using to create our next few images and our videos is actually called Enhancer AI. So Enhancer AI, we're going to go ahead and go to the image editor right on top. And here it's where we're going to copy, paste our prompt. Again, we're not going to edit anything in our prompt. Our prompt is going to stay exactly the same. The only changes that we're going to do here is we're going to make sure that the model is actually Nano Banana 2. And we have 2K resolution. The aspect ratio, at least me personally, I want it to be 9:16 aspect ratio. You can put any aspect ratio that you like, that you've been doing so far, but we're going to stick to the 9:16. Full access, we don't need it. You also need to be a higher membership to access it, but we don't need it. So what we're gonna do is where it says images, we're gonna go ahead and delete that image. That's a sample image that the website has, and we're going to upload our face image and our full body image. Now you see here in the very bottom of the prompt where it says, if you scroll down, it says from image 1. I'm gonna go ahead and add image 2 as well. Now we have our images, we have Nano Banana 2, and we have our aspect ratio. We're just gonna go ahead and click generate, and okay. So now that the image is created, let's go ahead and zoom in, see what we got here. So on the right side, you have the eyes, the upper face, lower face, lips, skin texture, hair detail, and material detail. I'm gonna be honest with you, we do not care about this right side because we're going to recreate all of these on its own sheet of paper with more high detail image. The only thing we care about right now is the left side. So we got the front profile, we got the side profile, the 3/4 profile, and the back profile. This is more or less how our AI is going to continuously create how our AI influencer looks like in the videos. So now that we have this image, we're gonna go ahead and download it. But like I said, I don't really care about the right side. So what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna edit it. I'm gonna crop it, and I'm gonna fully crop the right side because I just do not care about the right side. We do not need it. I don't like this left side either. So I'm just for the sake of how the image looks like, I'm gonna go ahead and crop it a little bit more, but that's it. That's all we care about. We just want the front, side profile, 3/4, and the back side. That's it. We're ready for the next step right now. So once you have it downloaded, once you download yours, once you crop it out, we're ready for the next step. All right, so our next step is gonna be, now we wanna create a close-up of our influencer face. It's just gonna be one image and it's gonna be an extreme close-up of her face. What we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and delete our 2 images and our prompt. And then in our images, we wanna upload the actual image that we created that was high resolution from Gemini of our influencer's face. And then we're gonna copy and paste or type this prompt that you see right here, right now. It's a very simple prompt. You can literally just type it. It's just saying that using the image as reference that we uploaded, give me a close-up of this woman focusing on her facial features. So it's just gonna be one close-up image of her face, much closer than the image that we got from Gemini. So we're going to go ahead and paste it. Make sure it's not a banana 2K resolution. And the aspect ratio, we're going to go by 9:16 because, again, that's what I want to do. And we're going to click generate. Now we just wait. Now that it's completed, again, this is just a little bit closer up image of our face. We're going to need it for later on. So we're going to go ahead and download this image. Now that it's downloaded, we need to continue on with an actual close-up of the full body. So same thing, let's just go ahead and remove the prompt. The prompt that we're going to be using is actually this one right here, which is for full body shot. It's the same thing. It will be considered the same thing as the close-up for the face, except this time it's just one body shot instead of every single side profile of the body. And again, I'm just going to be very specific in terms of the height and weight and body type. So again, this is very simple prompt. Just make sure you also include the image of the side sheets, the side profiles, and a close-up as reference for the face as well. So let's go ahead and copy and paste this into the prompt. We're going to add the side profiles and the face as well. For the sake of this video, let's also add in the image that Gemini created for us, just to be a little more precise in how it should actually look, just for in case. And then here in the prompt, right after image 2, we're going to add image 3. Like that, the prompt knows that there's a third image that we also want reference from. Nano Banana 2 aspect ratio is going to be 9:16, just like we'll be doing. Let's go ahead and generate. This should generate our full body profile, front facing, nothing else. Let's just wait now. Okay, so this is what it gave me, which is not what I wanted. And I'm guessing the third image that we uploaded actually made this happen, because our third image that we uploaded is actually her in the park. And this is not what we wanted. So I went ahead and deleted the image, the third image reference, and removed image 3. And this is what I got after that. And this is exactly what we wanted. Just blank background, front facing profile of the full body. So now we're ready to go to the next step. So just go ahead and download yours, and then let's continue. Okay, so now that you have the full body close up, front facing, the next 2 steps, we're gonna do it really quick, because by now you should already know how to do this and what to expect from it. So 2 things you're gonna need. Actually, one thing that you're gonna need after the full body, and that's a side profile of her face. So left and right. As you can see here, I went through a couple of them that I didn't like how it came out. 9:16 aspect ratio didn't really work out for me. This one came out a little wonky. This one is only showing me one side profile on both of them, even though it's the same side profile. This one is actually the one that came out the best. So you want to have a left and a right side profile on the same image. So if you can get something like this, you might have to try it a couple times. But if you can get something like this, then you're good to go. So, and here's the prompt that I use. All I'm asking the AI is just use side sheets, which is image 2 right here, which is the full all the body side profiles sheet, and then a close-up image 1 as reference, which is the close-up version of the face that we generated earlier as a reference. And all I'm asking is give me a close-up shot of her side profile, left and right. Keep all features. Very simple. It's not a huge prompt. It's not a complicated prompt. It's just a very simple prompt. Once you get your side profile of your face, left and right, go ahead and download it. And we're going to go to the next step. The next step is going to be the features, which is going to be her actual face features. So lips, eyes, nose, eyebrows, ears, hair, and texture, skin texture, and all that stuff. So in this, one, all we're going to ask for is the close-up of her face image is going to be the reference. That's it, nothing else. And we're going to use the close-up face, image 1, as reference. Give me a grid of close-up shots of the woman's features such as eyes, lips, nose, lashes, brow, and hair. We want every single feature of her face and its full high definition quality. As you can see, the eyes are very detailed, the eyebrows, the lips, the nose, the skin texture, the hair, the ears. It's a very detailed texture. And when we ask AI to convert this to a video using these images as references, it's going to create actual nice texture and detail for our AI model to make it look more or less realistic. So this is the only two things that we need. It's going to be the side profile of her face and the actual face features. So once you get those that you like, just go ahead and download it. And now we're ready to start the video generation. All right, so now for the video part, we first got to create a prompt, basically a script. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to ChatGPT, like you see right in front of me right now. And I asked ChatGPT this prompt here that you see right in front of us. This is all I want from ChatGPT to do for me, okay? So you can go ahead and pause this video if you like, change anything that you might see in this video that you might want changed, but this is the time to do it because, again, video that I'm going to be creating is a TikTok dancing video. So if that's not what you want, you might want to change this prompt for you to be exactly what you want it to be. But if it is a TikTok video and you want it to be a little bit different of a dance style, go ahead and edit it. But all I'm asking an AI is just create a 15 long second dancing video script. The script needs to have a music beat, background, influencer look, influencer clothing, and influencer dance style by each second of the video. I'm also going to be specifying that the video needs to be an iPhone 17 POV vlog style video. I don't want filters. I don't want AI fake lighting. I do not want weird yellow colors, and I don't want weird green colors. And the iPhone vlog must look natural as possible. So what is this that I'm telling AI? I'm telling AI or ChatGPT in this instance to make sure in the script, I want them to include all of that. So the script is not just going to be what the dance is going to be, but it's going to have all those details. And that's going to be one big prompt that we're going to copy and paste into Enhancer. I also want the influencer to be wearing an open slit sundress. She's going to be 5 feet 5 inches tall, weighs 165 pounds, perky chest, choose your own proper background. I'm basically telling ChatGPT to include in the prompt exactly how the influencer should look. But at the end of the day, we're also going to improve how she's going to look on our prompt using the reference images. But we got to make sure that the prompt has those small details so it knows those small details, because you will not be able to tell those small details just by looking at our images, okay? So this is what it gave me. It gave me the music beat, it gave me the background, it gave me how the influencer is going to look, the clothing, and second by second timeline, 0 to 1 second, 1 to 1 second, 4 to 5, 8 to 9, and then 10 to 11, then 13 to 14, 14 to 15. You get the point. It gives me exactly what the influencer should be doing in each of those seconds of the video. At the end of the day, I asked ChatGPT the dance mode, and then I went a little further just because I didn't like how boring the dance was or the music. So I asked it to give me a more energetic and fun to look at dance. So it updated the prompt for me, but then I asked it also to make it copy and pasteable so I can copy and paste into Enhancer. So this is the same script, just with the ability to copy and paste directly from ChatGPT. So what I did is, so I copy and paste the ChatGPT prompt, the script. We went back to Enhancer. This is the image editing section that we were on just a few seconds ago. We're going to go to the top where it says video generator. Here we have a couple options that we need to change. The first one, we need to change right in the very bottom where it says mode. We need to change it from UGC to multi-reference. The reason being is because we want to be able to add multiple references images to our video. So right on the left side, this is going to be the bar, the chocolate bar you're going to be seeing by default later on in the second video, because I didn't want to look for something else when there's a chocolate bar right there that I could use already. So we're going to go ahead and delete this chocolate bar. We're going to add our own references, which is going to be the face, the close-up face that we created, the side profiles, the facial features, and that's pretty much all you need to include. But you should also include the body side profiles, which I'm going to click open. As you can see, all our references are added to the image, to the reference prompt. You can add up to 15 references. I'm only going to do 5. We can go ahead and close that. The very bottom, which says model, make sure you have Seedance 2.0. There are different models here like Gemini Omni, Happy Horse, Kling 3.0, Seedance 1.5, Google VO 3.1, Zora 2, 1, 2.6, and Grok Image. I prefer Seedance. I feel like Seedance 2.0 gives me the best realistic video possible and the most natural looking one. So I prefer Seedance 2.0. So in this case, we're going to use Seedance 2.0. So we're going to go ahead and put Seedance 2.0. Pass face, we're going to leave it on. Unrestricted, we're not going to check this. We can leave it unchecked. Mode, multi-reference, like we said before. Quality, you can go from fast to standard. I always do standard. Just keep in mind the standard will use more tokens than fast. Duration, this is a 15-second long TikTok video, so we're going to go ahead and go to 15 seconds. The aspect ratio is whatever aspect ratio you've been doing this entire time for images or your videos. In this case, it's going to be 9:16 for me. The resolution, again, this is up to you. I always do 720p because it's cheaper than 1080p, and at the end of the day, it also looks a little bit more realistic because it's not as sharp as 1080p, so it tends to look a little bit more AI-ish if you go higher resolution. So for social media, 1080p does wonderful. So I'm gonna go ahead and click 720p. In our prompt, we're gonna go ahead and delete everything in our prompt, and we're gonna go ahead and add this big prompt. This prompt is the one that we created from ChatGPT. So that ChatGPT prompt, go ahead and copy it over to Enhancer. We're going to go ahead and paste it here. At the very top, this is where we're going to start changing some stuff. At the very top, you want to make sure of the prompt. You write the following text. Use after use, click Shift and 2, so it gives you the @ symbol. And you're going to type in, you can click on all the images. Image 1, do it again. Image 3, do it again. Image 4, do it again. Image 5, do it again. Image 2. So what this is doing is that we're telling Enhancer to use this image references for this video. So we're going to continue writing what we're supposed to do. Use image 1, 3, 4, 5, 2. It doesn't have to be in the order. It could be any order you guys want. That's the order that I choose as reference for how our influencer will look. For clothing, follow prompt. So basically we're telling Enhancer to use those images as reference images to make sure our influencer looks exactly like those reference images. For clothing, just follow the prompt. The prompt will detail what clothing we're going to be using, but facial, hair, eyes, details, anything to do with the actual influencer looks will be determined from the actual image references, okay? And that's all you have to do. Just go ahead and click generate, which could take a little bit to generate actually, but it's going to create this video you see right here that I already created, and I just showed you in the very beginning of the video. Once you're done with that, we're gonna go ahead and create our second video. Just keep in mind, before we continue to the second video, that's all you have to do. If for whatever reason you do not like how the video came out, just go ahead and modify the prompt. You're more than welcome to type in the @image next to any specific section of the prompt, so it gets references from that specific image if you want to do any changes to the video. But as long as your image references are there, as long as your prompt determine has sections in it that it's asking to look at specific image reference, your video will come out looking perfectly fine. Now, for the second video, which is the chocolate bar, back to video generation, I'm going to refresh the website because it's just looking a little wonky right now. For video, for the chocolate bar, what we're going to do is nothing changes in the bottom. Nothing's going to be different. The only thing that we're going to change is we're going to go from multi-reference down to UGC, which is the default that we saw earlier when we went to video generation. So UGC is basically where we're going to have a product, which in this case is going to be the David chocolate bar, and then our influencer in a whole different section. So once again, just upload all your influencer photos, reference images. Upload every single influencer reference image into influencer tab, and whatever item you want your influencer to demo for you or talk about or have in the video. Be mindful that if you use a chocolate bar, you're going to waste token on the chocolate bar. So if I was you, I will find a product somewhere online that you want to make a video of. Make sure the product is just an image of the product. It doesn't have a background, and you'll be able to create a video for it. I'm gonna give you another example. This is completely different from this current influencer that we just created in this video. In this video over here,
I know I should probably sell this, but look at it. This is a gorgeous art design. I love it. I just can't see myself selling it. Ugh. I think it's one of the best ones so far from Ascended Heroes. Be honest, would you sell it, grade it, or keep it forever?
So that's another influencer that I was testing with, and that's one of the products that I choose for testing purposes. As you can see, you can make it test any product that you want. You can have any product on your videos. It doesn't even have to be for reviews or unboxing. Just like you saw right now, we're asking a question to the community if she should sell the Ascended Heroes Gengar Pokemon card. So you don't need to be something specific. It doesn't have to be a review video. It doesn't have to be an unboxing. So it could be for anything, to be honest. Just make sure you have the product that you want on your video. Otherwise, you're going to waste token for no reason. So once again, we're going to go back to ChatGPT, we're going to ask it for a prompt. This is exactly the same question I asked it for the TikTok video. The only thing I changed was I no longer want a dancing video. I want a review video about the David chocolate cookie dough bar. So I just changed anything that has to do with dancing and music to David chocolate review. That's it. But it's the same prompt. And that's exactly what you're going to be doing for anything that has to do with reviewing of a product. Just change the product, change the name. You don't have to change the entire prompt. You can just copy and paste the same prompt over and over again. Just make sure where it says the actual product, what it is, it's something different. Okay? Once again, it gave me the video, it gave me the script. I just copy and paste it back into Enhancer. I added my influencer to the influencer tab. And then the product stayed as a David chocolate bar. And then just click generate. That's all you have to do. For products, make sure you're in the UGC mode. For regular videos, and you want to have multiple references, make sure you're in the multi-reference mode. Because otherwise, The moment you switch from multi-reference, you lose product and you only keep reference images, okay? Once you go back to UGC, you keep the product, and then you have the influencer as a separate tab. Cool. That's all you gotta do for videos. Just follow those prompts. That's every other option for the video stays exactly the same. Nothing changes except the mode that you're building for. Now, here's a little trick though. You don't have to do a product only in UGC. UGC was designed to focus specifically on products, but you don't have to. You can always just go to multi-references, add an image of the chocolate bar as one of the reference image, and when you in the prompt, when you're talking about the chocolate bar, make sure you also tag that specific image of the chocolate bar. They will add the chocolate bar into your multi-reference video, and it will no longer be a product video, but you can do it that way too. The only thing is, UGC is a specific mode for talking about specific products. So it focuses more on the product than anything else on the video. So make sure you follow the appropriate mode for the specific video that you want, but that's exactly all you have to do. I'm not gonna go ahead and do everything right now because I already have the videos. I'm not gonna waste the tokens again, but it's that simple. So, all right, so the video is getting pretty long right now, so I guess we're gonna call it right here. There will be more videos coming soon on how to make our AI influencer look more natural and more realistic, but there will also be more videos for tips and tricks on how to make more fun videos and more natural looking videos. Also, I think my next video is going to be how to make sure that our TikTok, Instagram, or YouTube doesn't detect that the video was actually created by AI. So they do have an algorithm right now that upon upload, it will automatically mark your video as AI. I know how to get around that, so that's another video that's coming soon. If you have any comments or concerns, just drop it in the comments. I'll try my best to get to you. If you want me to create any specific type of videos, drop it down in the comments as well. I'll try my best to create those videos for you guys. But for now, until next time.